Assalamu alaikum, dear parents and students. Ramadan Kareem. Welcome to our week 7 of distant learning. Our subject is English. We will be focusing on our skill, which is grammar, and it is possessive nouns. Let's go to our next slide. What is possessive noun? So a possessive noun shows different types of ownership. They are used to show possession of something. Possession means if you own it or you have it. So we call them a possessive noun. So here we will have some links that you can find in your lesson plans. If you click on them, it can help you a lot to understand the lesson. Now, in this slide, it says possessive nouns. So we have a boy with a kite, we have a girl with the balloon. Now this boy owns what? He owns the kite. This girl owns what? She owns the balloon. So I say the boy's kite and the girl's balloons. Now the boy's kite, the boy is my singular noun and kite is what he belongs. So I take the boy, the singular noun, I put apostrophe s and then I write kite. The same thing with the girl is my singular noun, I add apostrophe s and I write what she owns. So the boy's kite, the girl's balloons. A possessive noun shows who or what has something with them. Add an apostrophe s to a noun to make it possessive. The dog's collar is too large. The word dogs is the possessive noun because the collar belongs to the dog, so it is dog's collar. It tells you that the noun collar belongs to the dog. The dog owns or possesses the collar. Add an apostrophe s to the end of your singular noun, which is dog, to make it possessive. Now here, Alia's report card was wonderful. Whose report card was wonderful? It was Alia's report card. So Alia is my singular noun. I put an apostrophe s and I write what she owns. She owns a report card. So Alia's report card. Alia is my singular noun. I put an apostrophe s and next to it what she belongs. So Alia's report card. So the report card belongs to Alia. Now let's practice together. Which sentence is correct? Number 1 or number 2? Number 1 is, I didn't know I was eating your cat, tuna. I didn't know I was eating your cat's tuna. MashaAllah, excellent. So it is number 2. So if you said number 1 is incorrect, you are correct. And if you said number 2 is correct, you are absolutely right. So I didn't know I was eating your cat's tuna. So the tuna belongs to the cat. So it is the cat's tuna. Here, this sentence means that I'm eating your cat whose name is Tuna. And that's bizarre, right? So we shouldn't be doing something like that. So it is number 2. Let's go to our next slide. Now it's your turn. Which sentence is correct? So this tail is the tail of the whale. So which one is correct? Which possessive noun? A, B, or C? The whale's tail without any apostrophe. The whale's tail after whale we put an S and apostrophe, or number C, the whale apostrophe S tail. Try to remember the rules. Amazing. So if you said number 1 is incorrect, you are correct. If you said number 2 is incorrect, you are right. And if you said number C is correct, you are right, because the whale's tail. So this tail belongs to the whale. So whale is my singular noun. There is no S next to it. It's singular. So it's whale. Even here, there was no S. So it is the whale. After whale, I put apostrophe S to show the ownership, the whale's tail. So the whales is my possessive noun. So it's the whale's tail. Let's go to our next slide here. I will do number 1 with you, and you can do the rest by yourself. So here it says, read each sentence, underline the sentence that shows ownership correctly. So I'm going to put an X next to the option which is incorrect, and the one which is correct I will let you know. So let's look at number 1. Number 1 has 2 options. Laura's mom is an astronaut. So whose mom? Laura's mom. Number 2, Laura's mom is an astronaut. So let's look here. To find our possessive noun, we have to always think of my singular noun, and I put apostrophe S to it to show the possession of something. So it is Laura's mom. So number 2 is incorrect, and it is number 1. So this is how we do it. You can do the rest by yourself. Let's go to our next slide. Here is another activity. You show that something belongs to a noun by adding an apostrophe S to the noun. Example, the lion's mane is gold. Whose mane is gold? The lion's. This is Jack's desk. Whose desk it is? It is Jack's desk. Now write the correct possessive noun in the blank. So this is the dash flower. Whose flower is it? So we have a picture of a cow and it's written cow. So is this the cow flower, or is it the cow's flower, or is it the cow apostrophe S flower? Mashallah, brilliant. So it is the cow apostrophe S flower, because this flower belongs to the cow, and there's only one cow. So I take my singular noun, I put an apostrophe S to show possessive noun. So you can do the rest by yourself. So whose tail is it? Cat's tail. Let's go to our next slide. Here we have another activity, possessive nouns. Look at each picture and then write a singular possessive noun and what it owns. See example. So here the boy is holding a book. So whose book is this? This is the boy's book. So we take our singular noun, we put an apostrophe S, and what does he belong? What does he has? He has a book. So the book belongs to the boy. Now let's do, for example, number 3. So here we have a snowman, and maybe I can say this is Alia's snowman, or I can look at the snowman, find one item that belongs to the snowman. So I can say snowman is my singular noun and he owns a scarf. So how can I write it down? So I know that I take my singular noun, I put an apostrophe S, excellent, and then I write what that thing owns. So the snowman's apostrophe S, he owns a scarf. So snowman's scarf. You can do the same thing with the rest of the pictures. Look at them. To whom does it belong, or what does it has? And then you can write the possessive nouns for each one of them. Now if we go to our last page, we will look into our learning pit. So as a learner, whenever I learn something new, and remember, as a learner, you never stop learning. You're always learning, no matter what your age is or wherever you are. We always are learning something new. So here, when you are learning something new, you're faced with a challenge and you'll find yourself in the learning pit. Here you might feel sad, you might feel that as if you don't know how to do things, everyone is doing it right and you're doing it wrong, and you want to just give up. It's fine to have these feelings, but as long as you know how to overcome these feelings, you have to tell yourself, If today I'm feeling like this, it's fine, but I will keep on trying my best. I will keep on practicing. I will seek for feedback. I'm going to ask for questions if I don't understand something. I will work in a group to understand more, or I will watch videos. I will read books to understand it better. And inshallah, soon you will find yourself outside the learning pit. Now here, you can assess yourself. So I can do this. So you know how possessive noun works, you know how to use them, or I'm getting this. You understand it, but you have maybe few questions that you want to come back again and practice. And the last one is I need help. You need help. So you need to ask your teacher, you can ask your parents, your friends, your siblings to help you out. So thank you so much for listening, and we're always here to help you out. Ask your teacher if you need anything, and I will see you again in another video. Thank you for listening, and Ramadan Kareem. Keep yourself safe.